In this tutorial, I'm going to start drawing from top view, and I'm using AutoCAD 3D template for metric units. So go to top view, which is this one here, and I'm going to start drawing a circle, actually circles. So C for circles, type D for diameter option, and enter 60. Right click to repeat circle, snap the center, type D for diameter option, and enter 40. The next diameter is 20. So D again and enter 20. And now I'm gonna draw a line as a guide from the center of this circle to the midpoint of this line here, which is 60. So L for line. From center, go to the right, and you can turn on your ortho mode for now, and enter 60. And go upward for 40 units, which is half of 80, because the distance here is from here to here is 80. So 40. And then I'm just gonna copy this line. Endpoint to endpoint. Now I'm going to draw a line. So I'm going to change this now to polar tracking. And before we proceed, go down to the status bar and make sure your dynamic input is on, polar tracking or ortho mode, object snap tracking, object snap, selection cycling, and 3D object snap. I'm just going to turn off the grid. Now I'm going to draw a line from endpoint and shift right click and select tangent. And you can see the tangent sign. It's a circle with a line above it. Click that. Repeat line, or you can mirror. Now, I'm gonna copy these ones first because no, just this one. Copy. I need that later. All right, and trim. Enter twice and trim that. Trim this one and join the segments. So J for join command. Join these segments, that and that. Now I need that later to extrude. So move this one back and snap the endpoint. Now the next thing I'm gonna draw is a square. So inside the draw panel, select square and snap this endpoint, and hover over this endpoint and enter 80. Now I'm going to draw a circle in the middle and type D for diameter option and enter 30. Another circle, D for diameter option and enter 20. Now another one is a guide from the midpoint here to the very end here is 90 units. So L for line, from midpoint, go sideways and enter 90. And move upward for 30. Just hit that intersection or perpendicular point. Just gonna mirror that. Now the next thing to do is create a circle, and the distance from this point, from this end point to the center of the circle is 70. So what I'm gonna do is just draw a line, or maybe C for circle directly, and just specify center point of circle. You can press shift key and select from this point going sideways for 70 units, and the circle starts right on that end point, And just snap that in point or enter D for diameter option and enter 40. Another circle. Snap the center. Type D for diameter option and enter 30. Another circle. D for diameter option and enter 20. And the last one is, the last diameter is 10. Now I'm gonna copy this one from endpoint to endpoint. Now I'm gonna trim, so TR for trim command, because what I'm gonna do is join the segments here, this arc, this line, and this arc, and another line here. So trim, TR for trim command, enter twice. Remove that, remove this one, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna about to trim that, but you can just drag this one and attach it to the endpoint here. Now I'm gonna join the segment, so J for join command. Click that, this arc, this line, this line, this arc, and enter. I'm not too sure if I draw a line here. No. So line again, endpoint to endpoint. So join again. So J for join command, enter, select the objects you want to join, and this line here. Now this is one object. Now this indentation here, which is looking from side view, has a depth of 10, and the distance is 60 from the midpoint. So what I'm gonna do is just erase this one line from midpoint, shift right click and select mid between 2 points, so from this endpoint here and this endpoint, and go sideways for 60. Now the thickness of this one is 10, so what I'm gonna do is offset. O for offset, 5, enter. Select the line you want to offset, click above that line, click the object you want to offset, and click below that line. Line again, from endpoint to endpoint. Remove this one, that's just a guide. Another line, endpoint to endpoint, and now join the segments by typing J for join command and just window the whole thing. Now this is one object. Alright, and the next thing is I'm gonna concentrate on this side first. So I'm gonna copy that and paste it on the same spot because I'm gonna offset that object. So O for offset, and the thickness is 10. I mean the offset distance is 10 at thickness, and click that and click inside. So I'm gonna show you why I do that. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use press pull command for 10 units to create this indentation. So looking from front view, the distance is not 10 but 15 units. And turn this around, and I'm gonna extrude first this portion here. So the polyline that we created, and extrude it for, okay, I'm gonna check here, and extrude it from this point for 15 units. No, 30 units. Yeah, 30 units. All right. So polyline, extrude command inside the modeling panel, and bring it up for 30 units. I'm just gonna change this to X-rays, easier to visualize. And the next thing we're gonna do is bring these circles. So move this upward, paste it on the center of this arc here. Here you go. And then the extrusion for this portion here, from this point to this point, is looking from front view. So is the difference of 45 and 30, which is 15. So extrude this one upward for 15 units. And bring that circle up again. So move from center to center. And use this one and extrude this one downward. So what I'm going to do first is union the objects. So this one and this object here. And actually we don't need that other circle. So delete. And then poke a hole through the object. So press pull command, hover over this smaller circle, left click, let go of your finger, and left click again. So what happened here is, I'm gonna show you with using shaded with edges. So this is how it looks. And now I'm gonna delete this guide and use press pull command again, hover over this area. Remember this outline here that we offset for 10 units. So hover over this area, left click, let go of your finger, bring your cursor upward for 15 units. So I'm done here except for the wedge. Anyway, so this one, the height is, let me check here, the height is 85. So I'm going to extrude this one for 85 units. And then looking from the top, I'm going to create a circle. See what happened if I turn on the dynamic input? Automatically, this is going to be the face that we're going to draw on the circle. So see, I'll show you. It turns blue. And snap that center. See that darker blue color? So snap that center. And enter, wait, 30 for diameter and 20. So circle. Snap that. Type D for diameter option and enter 30. Right click to repeat circle. Snap the center. Oops. Center. Type D for diameter option and enter 20. Alright. And that is looking from top view, which is this one here. Top view, that one. But if you look at from side view, you can see that these circles are extruded 5 units. So snap that circle and the other circle and extrude it for 5 units. Now I'm gonna union the objects, this object and this object here. I'm gonna apply shell, and the thickness of the shell is 10 units as shown here. But first I'm gonna poke a hole through this object here, or subtract. So subtract command, select this object you wanna keep, right click and select this one in the middle. Now I'm gonna apply shell command. So go to solid and select shell. Select the object you want to shell and go down to the command window, select undo. I'm going to undo this face here because it's open. Enter and enter 10 units. And enter again. So that's how it looks. Now I could erase these 2 circles now. Those are just guides. And you can see there is no hole. So we have to poke through this face here. So use press pull command, hover over this circle or this face and just left click and bring it down and left click again. There you go. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is create this circle here, which is this one, looking from top view, extended for 20 units. So I think it's from this back here. So turn this around. And the height for that from the bottom here to the center is 55. So draw a line from midpoint and move your cursor upward for 55 units. Now draw a circle. So C for circle, snap that in point, type D for diameter option and enter 30. No, yeah, 30. Then another circle, snap that in point, type D for diameter option and enter 20. Now, as you can see, that circle is extended for 20 units. So what I'm gonna do is extend these circles. So extrude command for 20 units. Now, I'm gonna union the objects. This one, and poke a hole through here. So press pull command, hover over this center, left click, and just snap this. Don't go through here because now it's one object. Then you can create a hole here. See, if I do that, see the hole went the way all through the object. So if I undo, so press pull, hover over, left click, let go, and just snap this center here. Now we're safe. We're gonna draw this portion here, this one here. So what I could do is bring this drawing to top view and create a line. Just gonna change this first to wireframe. Create a line from, or maybe start from the back. Give me a sec here. Back, and then shaded with edges, and draw a line from midpoint. So midpoint, you can tell it's midpoint because of that triangle, and then move it to this direction for, I think the extension is 20 units. 20, enter, and then offset this one for 5 units on each side. So this one here, offset or copy from here going that way for 5 units, and going that way for, so copy going along the x-axis for 5 units, and draw a line from here to here for 10 units. I could delete the middle one now and join the segments. So J for join command, select the lines and that line. Now this is one object. Now extrude this one up to the tip here, or quadrant. There you go. And now I'm gonna union the objects, union this one and this one. And the next thing I'm gonna draw is this cut here across, and looking from front view, the width is 30 and the height is 20. So bring this to front view, and I'm just gonna draw rectangle separately. So this one here is 30, go downward for 20, another one for 30. I'm just gonna track and then click that in point. Since I use this one, polyline, it's now one object, so move from midpoint to midpoint. Now I'm gonna poke a hole through this object here. So just use press pull command, hover over that rectangle, left click, let go, move your cursor to that direction, and left click again. This area is done, and the next one would be this portion here, this end here, this one. So the thickness for this object here, which is this one, is 30, which is this one here. So what I'm gonna do is extrude this one for 30. So extrude command inside the modeling panel, select that polyline and pull it up for 30 units. Just gonna change this to X-ray. I need these guides, so the circles, I'm gonna hide this one first. Hide, it's easier. Select the object to hide, right click, hover over isolate and select hide objects. Oops. The height is 30, so I could just move these ones. And this one, move for upward for 30 units. Now if I bring my hidden objects, so hover over isolate, just click anywhere on the screen, hover over isolate and select an object isolation. So it's easier now. So extrude this portion. See this one here, the middle one. This one's for 10 units. So what I'm gonna do is use press pull command, hover over this area here and pull it up for 10. And this area here, pull it up for 10. I'm gonna enter. I'm gonna check using shaded with edges and poke a hole. Oh, hold down the shift key and the wheel of your mouse at the same time. Use press pull command, hover over this circle, left click, let go, and left click again. Left click, let go, and left click again. There you go. And I'm just gonna check if there is indentation on this side. Nothing except for this one here. Looking from top view, this one. So the indentation is this one here. I'm gonna show you the model. So we need this indentation. And the depth of that is 10. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is hold on the shift key again and the wheel of your mouse at the same time. Turn this around. Use press pull command. Hover over that area, left click, and pull your cursor downward for 10 units. So enter 10 and enter. Now I think we're good. And the last thing we're gonna do is the wedge. And the wedge is attached to the midpoint here, to the midpoint or to the quadrant of this circle here. So L for line. Midpoint to quadrant. Another line from endpoint to quadrant. And then go across, hit that midpoint, and hit that endpoint. So what I'm gonna do is maybe hide these ones first. Hide objects. I'm just gonna delete those guides. Now I'm gonna join the segment. So J for join command. Just window the whole thing. Now this is a polyline. Now I could extrude this one for 5 units going to that direction. So 5. And then use press pull command because I want it centered. So it's only 5. I use only 5 units to extrude. And then for this side, hover over, extrude it to the opposite side for 5 units. So the total extrusion is 10. Now I'm going to bring back my hidden objects. So an object isolation. Now it's centered. And the next thing is to check this one because with wedge, it usually leaves a gap here. So I could remedy that but by using press pull command. Hover over this area here and pull it towards this direction. And then, oops, I overdid it. See, it's up to here. So again, undo, undo. Press pull. Hover over that area, left click and pull it for about 2 units. And then apply union command. There you go. So if you look at it from that view, you can see that you could always attach the line to this point here, but by doing that we cut the sphere, like it's not perfectly circular. So it's either way you can do that. And I think so what I'm gonna do is bring this to front view, and I think we're done. So thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified for the next tutorial. By the way, this drawing was requested by someone, by a subscriber. I hope this tutorial helps, and see you again.